What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Diablo Research Institution. I am your host, Professor Icedack. Appreciate y'all for coming by. Like the video if you will, subscribe to the page, and glacial spike that bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons. Links in the description below if you want to support the Research Institution. So what I have before you now is a sorceress kind of like the one from my last video, only I switched a few things up. A few things that are very, very important. And I'm going to show you the damage difference now with this new gear. My Blizzard, oh my god, is now level 39, doing 10,500 damage to 10,900 damage. Just unbelievable. And what I had on before this was full tals, so I'll just switch on both of those pieces. It's doing 8,100 to 8,500 damage, so it gained quite a bit of damage there. Reason being is I have Death's Fathom on, and I have Nightwing's Veil, and my glacial, or my frozen orb goes up by quite a bit. It's 458 with Tal set, and now it is 600. Just unbelievable damage here with this woman. And she's not even decked out full, as you can see here. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cold skillers. All right. Then I have a Sunder, an Annie, a Torch, and a couple of the little things. Mage Fist for the mana regen and the faster cast rate. Now this gives 1 to fire skills, so it helps with your warmth. And then in addition to that, I have 1 SOJ, 2 SOJs. I have Older's Advanced Boots, because I like the 10% damage taking goes to mana. I like the fire res, which we are taking advantage of. Not fully, but where you have some of it, we're taking advantage of right now without conviction or lower res. 50 to life, all that other crap. Then I have 3-part tals. All right, really popular way to run tals. You get the 2 to Sork skills with the amulet. You get 65 MF from the 3 set, and then you get the 10 FCR on the belt still, and the 10 FCR on the body armor, and the nice resists you get on the armor, and then you can put something in the armor since you can socket it, because it's just a set item, and it's not a rune word, where I put a facet in there. Now let's see if I'm still at 105 frames. Oh my god, I'm only at 95, but that's fine. We're gonna do all right anyway. I probably should have used Viper Magi or something, and then some other junk, I don't know, ARAC, or ARAC and something else. We'll figure it out. Nightwing's Veil Spired Helm with a Charm Rune. 2 to wall skills, plus 15% to cold skill damage, some cold absorb, and I put a Charm Rune in there because I just don't like to be frozen, alright? Just don't like it. Oh my god, look at the damage that thing adds. Holy shit. 391 to 600. In the helm, it goes from 485 to 600. Quite nice. But Death's Fathom, kind of the showcase piece of this build. Just an unbelievable item, super rare. And I actually found one way back when Sweet Phil and I did a collab. Blessings to you, Sweet Phil. May you have many wives, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope shit is well. But yeah, we were making a collab video, a Magic Find. I know shit's well with him. I see him still live streaming all that. So I know shit's well, Sweet Phil. Blessings to you, man. But we were doing a collab, and we were doing some Magic Find competition thing, and it was just unbelievable. I found this thing from Satan, I think, or maybe I found it from Nacho Libre, from Lord DeSace. I found it on the way to Satan. Maybe it's from the Ghost Guys, Spectre, whatever the hell his name is. I don't know. I found it in the Chaos Sanctuary, and it was the first time I ever found it. So it wasn't like a crazy good roll. It was acceptable, but yeah, I was just stoked, you know, to find it in that video especially. That was the only time I ever found one. But if you guys ever found a Death's Fathom, let me know in the comments below. And what's the rarest item you've ever found in D2? So a dimensional shard, and yeah, just how hog that was to see a freaking dimensional shard on the ground unique. I was just stoked, man. But nonetheless, 3 sorceress skills. Only 20 FCR, a measly FCR. It's unfortunate. They should have given it a better FCR. I put a facet in there, but without the facet, you can get up to 30% cold skill damage and up to 40 lightning res and 40 fire res, which is very nice, especially when you're using Spirit Shield. That doesn't have any fire res, so it's a good coupling there. But nonetheless, this is, I believe, Players 1 difficulty. So what I want to do, let's see how fast this little woman can just hoard through the, look at this, we're going Glacial Spike, or we're going Frozen Orb, all right, and we're going Blizzard. Look at this. Pop, 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 pop. Just popping the baddies. All right, just popping the shit out of the baddie. I'm pretty cool combination, actually. Here, let's see what just, I mean, because I only have 1 point into Frozen Orb, and look at what it's doing. It's not bad. That's the cool part about having godly ass gear. Is sometimes you can just tinker with like lesser skills on your build, and they still perform all right. Ooh, a battle staff. I think that's the salamander, right? Wow, what a spiritual journey. I mean, honestly, I don't know if this Frozen Orb thing is doing it justice. Here, let's put on Glacial Spike, which I actually do have maxed out. Yeah, look at that shit. Look at her cast. Oh my god. You have got to be toting me. Look at this shit. Love me some Glacial Spike. Do you guys remember back in the day when you could have an item that added Pierce and it would actually work with your spells on a sorceress? Like you'd put on that one unique crossbow, what's it called? Ichor string or some shit. And it would pierce your Glacial Spike and pop, go through an enemy and pop again. And you could do it with like Barizza, and you could do it with Razor Tail. You just put that stuff on your Sork and it would pierce. It was awesome, but I don't know why they took that shit away. And I don't know when they took that shit away. I mean, I honestly don't think it was that powerful. You know, it's not like everyone was just putting Pierce gear on the Sork and doing that, because it just wasn't, it wasn't that great. So, but they changed it at some point. Damn! Let's try Players 8 difficulty. That's where the real shit happens. And we're gonna run Cast Sanctuary, and we're gonna get her done. And we're also gonna try the Trav. Alright, so here's Players 8 difficulty now. And let's try the Trav first. I think I'll keep Glacial Spike on. See, you could go Glacial Spike with 2,500 max damage, or you could go Ice Blast with 5,700. Ice Blast is single target. Glacial Spike, of course, has the AoE, so I kind of like to use that. Yeah, this weapon is taking a lot of damage. That's what you get. That's what you get when your cold res is -30. Look at that. Poison res sucks too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? We should maybe do some maths and shit here. So instead of Fathom, well, I'll keep Fathom. Instead of Talset, let's see here, I'll lose 20 FCR, right? The problem is I need 10 more FCR. Wait, I could just put a ring on. But then I lose out on SOJ, but how big of a deal is that really? Look at my mana, it's 963. My Mercenary does have Insight, which I love on this character, obviously. You could go Conviction, but I just don't, I mean, I think there's diminishing returns, right? Well, there are diminishing returns, but I don't know if it helps at all when your Cold Mastery is so godly. -200% enemy cold res with a Sunder. I believe it's still 100% efficient, isn't it? When you break an immunity with Sunder, how does Cold Mastery factor in? Someone has to let me know in the comments. Maybe it's not 100% effective, in which case Conviction would still help. But to a crazy extent, no. Alright, it's gonna maybe help a little teeny tiny bit, but to a crazy extent, no. Wow, we did it! We defeated him somehow. It is over. Holy shit. If you guys will like the video, we're gonna do the cow level. Alright, we're gonna run the moo-moos. Hold on. We're gonna run the moo-moos, but first, We're gonna see what the Moo Moo King drops, all right? He's gonna drop a real thick goodie. But first, oh my God. When Blizzard hits, it is just devastating. Holy blood toad. All right, let's go pop a couple of the seals here. There we are, glacial spike and everything. We spiking them up. We spiking them up. Like, I mean, yeah, I know there were a couple transitions that went on in D2R. The sorceress is questionable, but we do know one thing. With that glacial spike, she can definitely spike them up, can't she? You can shove that thing way up that I mean, it pops too. Is the great thing about it is it has some AoE. It doesn't have a ton of AoE. I think it should have a little bit more. Well, actually, I think that they should have some items that add to its explosion AoE. Just how awesome would that be? Give me a hell yeah in the comments below if you guys would like to see something like that. I mean, I want to see some additions, you know what I'm saying? You guys ever played Project Diablo 2? Yeah, I want to see some of that shit going on. But anyway, when is the next PD2 season? Can anyone let me know in the comments? I'm going to play it, because I played last time. It was a freaking spiritual journey. I used the Amazon, the Spearzon, who can be kind of a summoner thing, because you can have like 4 Valkyries out at once with the right gear. It's just awesome. And they do like Nova damage every time they hit. It's a mini Nova. So, but yeah, it's great. But anyway, it's Nacho Libre. But yeah, let me know in the comments, when is the next PD2 season? Can anyone let me know? And follow my other channel as well, Iceman Ascending. I'm going to be playing some Path of Exile 2, August 29th, when that shit resets. That ain't far away, man. Time flies, doesn't it? Yep, looking forward to that bullshit. Looking forward to the witch. Ooh. Ooh, there's Sanders boots. All right, we're going to see how well this build... Okay, so Nacho Libre's gone. We might actually make this. We might actually survive here. But have you guys compared that? You got to compare it to the last video. We're going to take a look at the... We're going to do some research. We're going to see which one, you know, has the bigger tickers, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's got to be this one, right? But yeah, we are lacking some survivability. So if I take off the belt, take off the armor, I lose 20 FCR, but I'll gain 20 FCR if I put on A-Rack. I could get some rare amulet. I guess that's the way to go. I just, instead of Tails amulet, I need a crafted 2-skill amulet that only has 10 FCR. It can't be that hard to achieve, right? I just need a 10 FCR amulet with 2 skills. That's all I need. And then I could go Chains of Honor. So I'm gonna gain 2. I'm gonna gain 3 more skills. Oh my God, and I'm gonna gain a bunch of res. I mean, just imagine that combination. That's what I'm gonna do, all right? We're gonna make this woman godly as a freaking toad. Tired of this bullshit of getting my ass kicked, but okay, here's Satan. Yeah, so he's gonna try this, so stay tuned for the next video, but hold on. We're gonna go kill Cow King. We're gonna find Shako from him. It's gonna be a perfect Shako, 120 defense. What's the max defense Shako? Can someone let me know in the comments? Which one's the max defense Shako? How much defense is it? All right, here's some boots. I always identify the boots from Satan because I don't know. I've had some good luck with the boots from Satan. I don't know what it is, man. But it doesn't matter what, even normal mode with the rare boots, just unbelievable. I don't know if he has a better chance of rolling like more mods on the rares, but like the boots, I don't know, man. I found some tri-res run walk ones from him. I feel like more than once, just unbelievable. And then I find dual res run walk, FHR, all that shit. It's just GG. All right, so here's player. Oh my God. Holy blood toad. Look at how fast he's able to kill him. Look at this. Mercenary's gonna get that little ass. Look at this. So that's the problem is fire enchanted. Oh, he's cold enchanted. But even with that being said, we are destroying Spine Spawn is the name. All right, here's another baddie. Yeah, cold enchanted, man. And he, I don't know, he was probably cold immune is my guess. But we just can't tell anymore with the sun around. Okay, so there goes the mercenary, but honestly, he was kind of being annoying. He was locking them all up. We got to identify that circlet. Come to think of it, that would be another way to get the skills with the FCR, but the problem is Nightwing exists. So, obviously the fire circlets are heavily favored in value. Because for lightning, you have griffins, and for cold, it's just, it's more competitive when you have the cold damage added on Nightwing, because you just can't get that on a rare. I mean, unless you get some dual socket one with a facet, but that'd be awesome. But, you know what I'm saying? What was the saying again? No, the circlets. And that one was ass, unfortunately. Alright, let's, oh my god. Here we go, here's some strategy, alright? We're gonna freeze some up here. We're gonna sort of cause a little roadblock here. Yeah, look at this. I love Blizzard. Oh my. That is something else. Oh, it went bump, it poofed! The fucking jewel poofed! Right there, there's an example of why we need a loop filter here. Alright, screen gets so cluttered, items literally disappear on the highlight. Alright, so give me a hell yeah in the comments below. Share this video with Blizztard. Alright, we gotta share this video with Blizztard. Share it on the Twitter, on the X. Just share it on the YouTube video or whatever. Alright, we gotta get the word out there. Hey, look. We're gonna miss out on a high rune. We're gonna miss out on anything. I mean, I missed out on a great item one time. I believe I was live streaming and I didn't see the damn thing and I took off. And one of you guys let me know how I missed out on it. I can't remember what it was at this point. But yeah, I mean, because it was there for a moment, but then it just disappeared because I had so many items on the ground. Pretty sure that was me. Or was that somebody else? I don't know. But anyway, let's get that. Oh, stop! Oh no, we are. I don't want to say a bad word. We are effed. All right, we are effed. Holy fucking toad, we are effed, man. What do we do now? Are we able to take these guys out without the body? I mean, we are, honestly. That's why Blizzard's so awesome. You can still take shit out. I mean, your cold, you know, your cold mastery really does the trick. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We gotta get that Kang. But first we gotta survive, kind of. Oh, dumbass! Get away! There's the body. All right, there's the body. We're gonna get the king. We're gonna get the king. Here we go. All right, we fetched the body. And now it's time for vengeance. Could use a little bit more suckling here. In fact, let's get that. That ice armor really helps. Frozen armor, I think, is what I'm using right now. Yeah, just the frozen armor. All right, where's the Cow King? He's coming up. There's his homies. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, Hypern Spear. Pretty sure he's dead. Right? Right? Yeah, he's gone. Alright, there you have it. Appreciate y'all. Like the video if you will. Subscribe to the page. We're going to try out an even more optimized cold sorceress. And this one's going to take the cake, alright? She's gonna take the cake, I'll tell you that much. So stay tuned for the next video, and like this video if you will. Hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.